So particularly if you have some doubt, you can shoot. We can talk about your doubt as well. अगर तुम लोगों को कुछ पूछना है अपने साइड से पर्सनली या कोई काम का रिव्यू चाहिए और समथिंग यू हैव डाउट अबाउट एनी टॉपिक. तो लास्ट में अभी तक वी हैव कवर्ड 3 टॉपिक्स, 3 to 4 टॉपिक्स. And our next topics is about typography, which is a very important topic in regard to NID DAT examination and UCEED all the examinations. And in past we have covered fundamentals of sketching, cloud sketching technique, awareness regarding this thing, NID and exam format, and this is our fourth class. So we will start in 2 minutes. But if you have something you want to ask, you can ask. You can also type in the chat box. Chat box में भी अगर कोई query है तो you can type. I can handle it.
Sir,
Yes.
so what typography trends do you think are currently shaping the industry? Or
So, sorry.
how do you decide which trends to follow or ignore?
Which क्या? मैं समझा नहीं बात को.
Sir, what typography trends do you think are currently shaping the industry?
Typography.
हाँ,
Can you write in chat box? Like
sure, sir.
because हाँ. Hi Vashikaran. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Vashi, this is your last first class, or have you joined us in past all as well?
Sir, this is my first class, sir.
Okay, okay. And what is your intention of joining this class? Like, what are you aspiring for?
Sir, I'm asking for NIFT exam, sir, for BDES.
BDES. And are you comfortable in Hindi or English?
English, sir.
Okay. So our medium of communication here will be more English. That means Hindi and English because some students um, might understand in a different way, different language,
Okay, sir.
which is Hindi is more convenient. So if somewhere you feel that it is not, you are not able to understand, then we can talk in English also. But mostly I will talk in English only. But
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
right, no. So from
Thank you,
where
sir.
you have joined, what place?
Sir, Tamil Nadu.
Okay, okay. So how good is the awareness of design at your state? Like how much people know about the design?
It's very rare, sir.
It's very less or more.
Yes, sir. Less, sir.
Okay, in Tamil Nadu also.
Rarely people know that, sir.
Huh?
Rarely people know that.
Okay, okay. And otherwise, what about in more in the rural, sorry, urban side of like into the major cities? What is the situation?
Yes, sir. A lot of the people are known that.
Okay. So I must just give you a brief. This is an initiative by Career 360 and
Yes,
myself,
sir.
Arjun. And we are on to a mission of, helping and guiding the students who are aspiring for NID, UCEED or NIFT data examinations. And who cannot afford or they don't believe in a coaching model. So we have started this initiative to help anyone who is interested and eager to know about design. So we will be helping you um, primarily with the initial phase, which is the prelims of this examination. All right. And we will be covering the topic mostly which are important for prelims, because once you qualify prelims, then only you get the chance to be the part of mains examinations.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Hi Siri, are you there? Siri मतलब I think Apple का डिवाइस तो नहीं है ये Siri? Siri, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, wonderful. I thought somebody have joined by Apple device in the name of Siri. Okay. So let us begin, I guess. I will share my screen. Can you share some? Can you view my screen? This
Yes,
one
sir.
I have shared with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is visible. So guys, in this class, I will try to cover some of the fundamental things. Uh, because we have planned these classes, we have designed in such a way that any and everyone who have some knowledge or who have no knowledge of design. By the way, I have a question in chat box which I will take in 15-20 minutes. So Priyansha, I will reply to this through a website. I will take you to a website where you can look at it.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
So
So
this is common for all entrance exams, sir.
see, we are taking the topics which are required for most of the entrance examination, which required some understanding of design aptitude. So
Okay, sir.
design aptitude has multiple parts. It can be like observation skills, it can be reflection skills, it can be sketching skills, it can be the understanding of perspective, it can be the reasoning part. So one by one, in 1 hour, we will try to every day we will cover one topic. But our main focus will be on the prelims first. Once prelims is cleared, and if you guys demand, we will definitely come up with something for the mains. But for now, this initiative by Career 360 is planned for prelims only. So can you guys look at my screen? And today's topic is more a comparison or the study of organic and geometric sketching. So what are the elements, including what are the attributes of organic sketching and geometric, and how it is relevant to your design aptitude examinations for NID, NIFT, or UCEED. All right. So we will understand what is a dot and what is line. What is the relationship between a dot and a line, and why we are talking about the closed shape. So actually, is there a shape which is actually not closed or an open shape? What are the geometric shapes? What is a volume? How a volume looks like? So I will also do a brief introduction what we have already covered in the past as well. So as you can see on my screen, when we are talking about the organic shapes mostly include the things which we find in nature, but it is not a possibility, like it is a possibility that some geometric shapes may be there which in nature exist by themselves, but mostly the natural forms or the organic forms which we see around through the nature, it follows two rules. First, they follow the odd number. Second, they follow golden ratio. So I think you guys are aware of the golden ratio. Siri, are you aware of golden ratio? Have you heard about golden ratios sometime before? And then if somebody has heard, do let me know in the chat box. Otherwise, I may not cover, else I will cover. And the third thing is curvy forms. So when we are talking about the curvy forms, we are talking more about as a leaf or feathers or something which is not regular, like pebbles, plants, leaves, है ना? Organic, when we are talking about organic forms. So when we sketch, some organic forms may look like this. Now I will also share the technique how to, we draw the basic organic forms, which is going to be the part of the this class today. So when we are talking about the geometric forms are either an individual entity, यानी कि वो अलग से होता है, जैसे triangle, square, circle. These are the three basic, but or a combination of triangle, squares, circles to make something, or then it later can be transformed into more 3D aspect. So which I will cover probably. इसके बाद I will share my writing board with you, and you guys can have a look at it. Then we will also try to talk about. I'm saying trying because we have a 1 hour class. So either I go fast or I go slow, but whatever we cover, your doubts are also covered in the meantime. Then we will go into form analysis of one product. How can we do the form analysis? So I think when we are talking about geometric sketching, it may look something like this. Then again, I will come back to it. How to make such type of structures or such geometric volumes. Then a brief comparison between the geometric and the organic. So this is a very crucial part. We should be able to, demarcate, or we should be able to differentiate like how a geometric form will look like and how an organic form basically would look like. All right. Okay. So I want you guys to please search a little bit about geometric versus organic forms in 2 minutes so that we can have a quick discussion through some examples which are coming in. So if you have some devices in your hand or some mobile or something, please try to figure it out. What is geometric form? What is organic form? फट से जरा 2 मिनट में पढ़ने की कोशिश करो. I think your picture, what I am sharing, the picture is more than enough to convey. So geometric forms is something which is very much structured. Mostly the things around us, what we make as humans are organic or geometric as per the requirement. Like suppose if I am talking about a shoe rack, it is more geometric. It is very tight geometry. And इसमें fluidity नहीं है. But if we talk about a cloth, a piece of cloth, or towel, or a handkerchief, or a shirt, or something, which is more organic. Yani ki there is no fixed geometry. On whatever volume you put it, it will take the shape of it. Similarly, if I have to give an example, suppose we talk about the water. Water is a free flowing element, but water in itself, when it is in the phase of water, यानी कि पानी के रूप में जब तक वो है, it is it is more like fluid and dynamic. It can flow, so it becomes more into, it produces organic forms like a splash of water, a drop of water. But when this water is frozen inside a crate or some box, so it becomes a very rigid form. So it is basically more now structured, more geometric. Geometric, why I am saying, because we use certain negative profile to freeze the water. तो या तो वो क्यूब बनते हैं या कई बार वो ऐसे स्फीयर टाइप का बन जाएगा, डिपेंडिंग कि तुमने कास्टिंग कैसे किया है, हाउ यू हैव कास्टेड इट. सो ज्योमेट्रिक एंड ऑर्गेनिक फॉर्म का एक एग्जांपल, ये बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल है. द वाटर इज अ वेरी गुड एग्जांपल. नाउ आल्सो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, and I may not be able to cover everything in this class, but what I ask you is to just keep on writing what I am sharing with you. Keep on making the notes so that later you can talk about it. And at later stages, if you feel, you can go through it. If you have any doubt, you can come to our next class, and we can discuss about it. And by the way, we have a free study material for you all. We will provide that link to you in the chat box. You guys can go have a look at it, download the content. It is absolutely free for most of you. Most of you means everyone, you can download it. We are not charging a single penny for it. Link is provided to you in the chat box. Can you guys look at it? Uh, so this is the link. Ankit, if this link is visible to you,
Yes, sir, it's visible.
okay, so you can go to this link and download the free material from there. So these all concepts will be provided to you in our study material. Okay, coming back to topic, when we are talking about rigidity and fluidity, as an example of water, I was saying. Now, we also need to cover something which is called man-made and the natural forms. So this I may not cover in the today's class. Probably if you guys demand it, then I can cover in the future classes. But we need to understand what are the man-made forms. Are always the man-made form. जो कोई भी man-made form होगा, is it going to be geometric always, or it can be organic? The right answer is basically it can be both. Like if you say Abu Dhabi mein stadium, there's a racing track. It it looks like Ferrari racing track. It is called. It is very much organically designed. But contrarily, there are buildings or there are architecture in the Abu Dhabi or Dubai, which is more geometric. Cylindrical shapes they have taken, or perfect cuboidal shapes they have taken in form of buildings. When we are talking in nature, can you give me an example of a geometric form in nature? Geometric form नेचर में देखने में कहाँ मिलता है? वशीकरण, सिरी, प्रियांशी, एनीबॉडी? ज्योमेट्रिक फॉर्म नेचर में किधर देखने को मिलता है? वशीकरण, आर यू देयर?
Yes, sir.
सर honeycombs में.
एग्जैक्टली,
In
हनीकॉम्स.
mountain, sometime.
माउंटेन्स. माउंटेन्स में नॉट बी परफेक्ट ज्योमेट्रिक. देखो उसमें क्या होता है, इरेगुलरिटी होती है. बट हनीकॉम्ब इज अ परफेक्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ द ज्योमेट्री इन नेचर. वशीकरण, डू यू हैव एनी एग्जांपल टू शेयर अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस?
Sir, I'm
सीरीज.
thinking, sir.
Okay, figure it out by the end of the class. And mostly the natural forms are more organic in the nature. All right, Tanmay, can you hear us? If I am pronouncing it right, is Tanmay, na?
Yes, sir.
Tanmaya or Tanmay?
Sir, Tanmay.
Tanmay. Okay. So, Tanmay, we were talking about, organic and the geometric forms in this class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Going forward, you can scan this QR code, our study material. You can no need to, even go for the link. अगर वो भी नहीं हो पाता है, you can keep a screenshot of this QR code, and this QR code will directly take to your our study material. Okay, one more initiative what we have started is कि जो हम discussion करेंगे, whatever we discuss in today's class, if you feel something to share on the drive, we will provide you with a drive link. So if you feel that you want feedback on something, we can definitely entertain that and we can give a feedback. So in coming classes, I can take your sketches, I can take your understanding, and I can give my feedback. Okay. So last to last year ना 2022 में एक क्वेश्चन आया था. Why this topic becomes relevant? I will tell you through a question. And I would like you to try probably later. So at this point, what I would ask you, these are the two given forms, two pictures of the forms or the buildings, I would say. Sorry, not forms, but the buildings. Can you let me know which one is geometric and which one is more fluidic or the organic? What about the option A? Tanmaya, can you give a wild guess? Which
Sir,
one
it
is more
is geometric.
which one? Option A or B?
Option A,
Why do you think so?
because the straight lines in the building is like
Correct.
proper.
So this is a building on the Gujarat Ahmedabad Sabarmati river front. This is a government ka building, which is more combination of geometric. And if you see in itself, it's a cuboidal shape. When then there are cut which are circular cut, and if you see above, there are windows which are perfectly square or in a form of rectangle. What about option B? Siri, what do you think about option B? How would you attribute it? Matlab, how would you say what type of form it is? Vashikaran or Siri, anyone?
So it's more like organic.
Organic, very good. So why do you think it is more organic? Why it is not geometric?
Like there are so many curvy things are there.
It
Okay.
do not have definite shape, sir.
Sorry?
It do not have definite shape.
हाँ, more fluidic. मतलब देखो geometric और organic to identify the form. Uh, Understand the movement of eye. If my eye has to start from one point and it has to come back on the same point, how is the movement of my eyeballs? How are they feeling? Are they encountering any points or edges or sharp edges? And contrarily, like in option B, if I start traveling my eye, suppose from the bottom, if I have to travel my whole eyeballs along this line, it will not encounter with something which is very sharp. Okay, one more example or one more question I put in front of you. If I have to design a toy for a kid between the age of 5 to 8 years using the wood as a material, what type of forms should I choose and how should I choose? What should be the choosing criteria? How will I make a toy? Will it be more geometric? It can be more geometric or it should be more organic. Anyone want to give a try? Anyone? Koi bhi.
Sir, can you please repeat it?
Yeah, please. Should I repeat? Do you want me to repeat?
Yes, sir.
So what I am saying, suppose if I am given a target audience of 5 to 8 years and I have to make a toy, how would I choose what form or what shape should I choose for a toy? A wooden toy. The material is teak, suppose. We can only make from teak. So how would I choose? How would I start thinking of a toy? What things should I consider? Understanding of geometric or the organic form? And how should I go proceed ahead? So this type of questions actually been asked in the past in the NID examination as well as in the UCEED examinations. How should I start? What can be the anchor points? What could be the starting point? No idea? किसी को कोई आइडिया नहीं है? Just give a wild try. Wrong होगा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Because see, इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन आने ही वाला है. Vashikaran, did you get it? What I am trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Are you still thinking?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But I would say try. At least try to speak. Because at examination you have limited time. You cannot keep on thinking. Siri, can you give a try?
Yes, sir, it could be both.
Or geometric as well as organic.
Yes.
Okay. What factors will you consider when you are thinking of a toy for a 5 to 8-year-old kid?
Sir, if we go with the Lego type of thing, we should consider the geometric type.
Okay.
Or if we want to come up with a doll-like structure-like thing, then we would have to
So,
go with organic.
okay, that's a very good point here because I would like to know because the topic of this class is psychology behind the forms or the shape. So this takes me to my other screen. Just give me a minute. And if I put a question in front of you, something like this, just give me a minute. Is this screen visible to all of you? Most of you?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you see? Okay, great. Suppose if I sketch something like, okay, if I make two forms, two sketches, something like this and something like this. What do you feel? Which one is more masculine or playful or less playful? Can you see my screen? No? You can see my screen.
So first one masculine because of its
Fir-
shape. It's
First
not
one is
curvy and all. Masculine.
okay. Okay. Chalo, ठीक है. First one is more masculine and second one is more feminine, you are saying.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else? सबका एक ही है
Yes, sir.
जवाब. Vashikaran, what do you say?
Yes,
A
sir.
is
The
more
same, sir.
okay. Now let me do a small trick with you guys. एक minute, huh? Just give me a minute. Oh, sorry. I did a mistake. Let me try it again. Has something changed? Still, are you
Yes, sir.
saying
The
A is
color
man? Huh. So now, which one is the more masculine and which one is more feminine?
A is feminine and the B is masculine.
But you were saying A is masculine earlier and B is feminine. What has changed?
Sir, the color psychology is
Okay. Color.
it's
So what is more important? Is it the color or is it the form?
but the form is more important, sir.
So ठीक है, it's okay. So can I have a G wagon in pink color? And can I have a Volkswagen Beetle? Beetle, you know now, all you guys have seen the Beetle. A car, there was a car which was more, arre, if you see around, it was more like this. Have you seen Beetle?
Yes, sir.
So can I have this blue colored and a more limousine or G wagon type in pink color? So what is it actually which is affecting our decisions? So it is basically a combination of this thing. Uh, it is a combination both the color and the form, right? So this was a good, she bought the point. I think Siri bought this point, or who bought this? Priyanshi either bought this point. This understanding of colors is very crucial. Even though we can manipulate a masculine form into a feminine one or a feminine into a masculine one using the different colors. Okay, let me start with some certain fundamentals. What is the smallest unit when we are sketching? What do we call something like this? It is dot. Dot is one of the smallest entity which we can actually, uh, you know, make or produce on a piece of paper. Then if we combine a number of dots, any idea what does it make? If I combine all these dots, what does it make? Anyone would like
Lines,
to
sir.
give? It's a line. The line is a combination of dots. Now, if this is a line, suppose A, and I combine two such lines, line L1, L2. Is this figure open or closed? Or even this is figure or just lines till this point? Any guess? Is this figure closed, open, what? It is open actually. Let me choose an appropriate pen. Okay. Okay. And once we draw this line, it becomes a closed figure. All right. Chalo, एक बार we will come back to our presentation, and I would like to share something else. I put a situation in front of you because we learn more from the example. Okay, this is visible to all of you, my screen again, organic and geometric.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is a question from SEED actually, C 2022. Can you read this question? The three views of a building are shown below. Visualize the form of an electric iron. So they have given a subject and it's a 20-mark question. For ironing clothes. So somebody might misinterpret iron into something else, like iron with the wheels, press which can be on wheels or something. So if they don't get confused, Iron for clothes, they have written based on the images. So images they have provided already in form of the building. Now what you have to do, you have to make an iron, electric iron using this form of the building, and where the evaluation criteria are as follows, which are given. Can you read it? So this is a a real exam question which has been asked in C 2022 question paper. So I would like you guys to please give a try, and once you are done, you can submit your you can share it on your camera. So do you want to try this thing, or shall we go ahead? Try करना
Sir, I
चाहते हो?
can't understand the question, sir.
So this is not my question, this is the exact question from the 2022 seed. Can you read it and you let
Yes,
us
sir.
know what you understood? Priyanshi, Ankit, Siri, anyone? You go through this question and try to understand it. So Vashikaran, is it okay? It is clear to you now?
No, sir.
It is not clear. And is it clear to anyone else? What exactly the question says? Anyone, किसी को भी clear हुआ है? Anyone
Yes.
can talk about. Yeah, give it a try. जिसको भी समझ में आया है, anyone who has got, please give it a try. What does the actually question says? What is the demand? Because this is going to be the part of your TAT examinations. ऐसे ही क्वेश्चन सामने आने वाला है. किसी के समझ में नहीं आ रहा? And I think it's very difficult. I should move on. Because basically what they want is, यहाँ पे एक बिल्डिंग का फॉर्म दिया हुआ है, बिल्डिंग शेप दिया हुआ है, and they want you to look at the three views of the building, and you have to develop a new type of iron which we use for uh, removing the creases in our clothes. You have to develop an iron which is inspired from the form of this building. Now did you get it, Vashikaran?
Sir, the word iron I can't understand, sir.
Sorry,
What is meant by iron, sir?
iron, what we use for, it's written for ironing the cloths.
Okay, sir. I understand.
It's provided in this. See, read here, for ironing clothes.
Yes, sir.
So you have to. So I would like you guys to please attempt this question and share your answers. We will provide you with the drive link. You can put your answers there, and I can give my feedback to it. So let us start with some geometric and some organic doodling. So where to start? Now I will share my screen, my iPad screen, and show where and how can we start with the geometric and the organic form. Just give me a minute to switch the screen again. Is this visible to all of you? दिख रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Great. So an aspirant who is aspiring for DET examinations should start with the very basic exercise, which is with the lines. So if you are an aspirant, you should start with the lines first to develop the understanding. And the exercise here is, when you are making these lines, try to keep as much straight possible. So, and the minimum size of the sheet required is the A3 or the newspaper. Newspaper you can take, and you try to develop the straight lines. This will build your muscle memory, but at the same time, you parallel distance, you have to maintain this distance parallel, because as you see, this should not happen. This spacing should not happen, because I am using an electronic medium. But when you guys are using, always use be the 6B pencil, which is the most bold one, and a newspaper sheet. So suppose this is the newsprint sheet, जो घर पे paper आता है, normal paper, and start practicing the lines from left to right or right to left in either direction. देखो right to left मैंने किया ना, it didn't work that way because it takes practice. But once I am done, I can use either way. So first activity is to use and the newspapers as your primary drawing sheets and try to bring the horizontal lines, more horizontal. Similarly, I would suggest to develop with the understanding of the fundamental of sketching. Suppose again, this is your newspaper. My screen visible, no? Clear? What I am drawing दिख रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Great. So start with the vertical lines as well. Minimum 20 sheets each. See, it takes a lot of hard labor to get the precise drawing. देख रहे हो? Horizontal line. Because your hand should be free to move in either direction. So this is the primary exercise which an aspirant, anyone who is planning to appear for the DAT examination should always and must do. This is your newspaper. Again, 20 sheets, minimum 20 sheets. What could be the third? Again, a newspaper, I would say. This is my newspaper. Newspaper is a regular newspaper, not the small one or that we call tabloid. Not the tabloid one, but this time what you have to do in the sheet 3, sorry, is to make the horizontal lines. देखो ये गड़बड़ हुआ ना, this one went wrong. Because I have to do it very carefully, but it should be more intuitively. This is the newsprint. We will try with the horizontal lines and then equal spacing vertical line. Now, what is the equal spacing? So, the spacing of 10 mm or 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter. So, start with the 2 centimeter and try to go this way. 10 centimeter or sorry, 10 mm or 1 centimeter is the most desired one, which gives you the precision. So when you are done with the horizontal lines, try with the vertical lines. Again, the condition is try to make as possible, as closely as possible, and as straight as possible. Something like that. And this you have to do in the whole sheet, whole newspaper size का sheet. And if you have a newspaper sheet, I would say साथ में कर दो. Do it with me as well. So these are the 3 things which one should always do as the beginner. Somebody, in the starting of the classes asked me कि sir क्या दो दिन में ऐसे, sorry, 4 महीने में can we qualify it? Can we actually perform well in 4 months? Actually, you can do, but the thing is that you have to do it passionately and you have to practice every day. All right. So this is the primary exercise which we have to do. Now, the second, this is about the lines. Are you guys following Ankit, Priyanshi, Kavya? What you have to do? Are you guys getting what I
Yes,
am suggesting?
Yes, sir.
yes.
Please
Getting.
do exercise. Vashikaran, Siri, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Are you
Yes,
getting
sir.
what I am trying to say? Newspaper, na, newsprint sheet is too big sheet what comes at our home. Will you try or not? Is it difficult?
No, sir, it's easy. I can try that.
So can you bring the newspaper in the real time and try to sketch? Then I can go to the second. I request everyone, just go and grab a newspaper and try to make this. I can give you 1 minute in the meantime. So our next activity would be the ellipsis. Go and bring that newspaper. Fatafat. Try it with me and if possible, share it with me over the camera. Are you going, Siri, Vashikaran, Kavya, Ankit, Priyanshi? Or do you have A4
Yes,
sheet? अभी आपके पास है? Siri,
Yes,
you
sir.
have A4 sheets?
I have A4 sheet, sir.
So you can start drawing it. Try. What is the difficulty? देखो क्या आसानी से हो पा रहा है ये? Is it possible? Vashikaran, can you have a sheet?
Yes, sir. I will do it in my notes, sir.
No, not note. If you want to try right now, then it will be good.
Okay, sir.
Bring it. This is the primary exercise. And remember, the distance between the two lines should be 1 centimeter. इतना तो minimum रखो या 10 mm, which is both are equal. 10 mm and okay. Now there is a one more quick question for you guys. एक जल्दी से एक question है मेरे, मैं पूछता हूँ. ठीक है? What is the interpretation of these two symbols? Are they same? ये दोनों सेम है या कुछ अलग है?
No, sir. One line is going to one direction and second one is going to both the directions.
But are they both lines?
no,
क्या
sir.
वो
One
दोनों?
is line and one is line side.
First is ray. Yes, sir.
Ray,
Which
yeah.
one is ray? A or the
First
B?
one.
First one is ray. A.
Correct. So that has one direction. That means the source of origin, a light origin. It is going in one direction. Like we say sun rays, we don't say sun line. And when line is a something which has the tendency to expand in any direction and infinitely. So that is a difference between a ray and line. ये ऐसे क्वेश्चंस कभी कभी they ask in GS part or general awareness part. So it is very crucial at this stage that we understand. Vashikaran, have you tried sketching? Ankit, try किया?
Sir, I'm doing, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Vashikaran, are you also drawing?
Yes, sir. I'm doing in A4 sheet, sir.
Okay. How easy it is? Just let me know in 2 minutes, fatafat.
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Have you all tried? Priyanshi, Ankit, Vashikaran, Kavya. Kavya, try किया?
Yes, sir.
Is it easy?
Sir,
Coming?
when we are reducing the difference between two lines, it is
हाँ.
becoming more hard.
मतलब lesser the distance, more difficult it becomes.
Yes, sir.
Vashik, what do you say? क्या experience रहा? Is it easy? CD, are you trying? Kavya?
Sir, it is easy, sir.
Easy?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Then we move to our second assignment. So can you see my iPad screen? Are you able to still see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So our next assignment, that is B. B part is developing some ellipses. See why this is important, because this is the foundation for the geometric as well as the organic form. So what is an ellipse?
It's a oval-like shape.
Okay. Is option A is an ellipse or option B is an ellipse?
B is a ellipse.
B is ellipse. Why?
Because option A is like a circle
Yes. And circle is also an ellipse, you know. There are two axes in a circle or ellipse. One is called major axis and one is called minor axis. Okay? And when this major axis and minor axis become equal, it is called a circle, which is a perfectly circular ellipse. But this is again an ellipse only. This falls under the ellipse, right? And this is also an ellipse. So guys, छोटे छोटे concepts अपने दिमाग में रखो. Don't miss these concepts. So your next assignment, which is the B assignment towards the organic understanding of the shapes or the developing the organic shapes, is you have to start with, you know, with something you have to make, because I think by the time you are making this ellipsis, you have already done the lines wala part. So we will make a perfect square. Try to make a perfect square. नहीं बना. ठीक है, ये square, suppose if I have made it, then what I will do, I will make a horizontal and a perpendicular line, and I will try to make an ellipse which is a perfect circle inside this. देखो. And if it fits well, then congratulations, तुम्हारा हाथ set है, muscle memory is done. And rather later you have to start squeezing the square. So try something like this. So this is, I am saying, with the scaffolding, yani with construction. What you can do is make a square or some more elliptical, sorry, cubicles, and then later on, when you have confidence that you are able to make within the structure, try to make freehand. As bigger in size, as smaller in size. एक के अंदर एक भी कर सकते हो. And thing is, condition is that it should all close. यानी कि देखो ये open हो गया ना, this will not work. But something which is perfectly closed, something like this. Now this is a perfect ellipse because it is closed. So what you have to try from open to just try to bring the different shapes and try to close the ellipse part, elliptical part. ठीक है ना, round बनाने के बाद. And one way of doing is by hovering the pencil again and again at the same place, same place, till you start developing the muscle memory. It is very crucial. अभी देखने में लग रहा होगा इतना आसान है, but if I give certain conditions, it may not be so helpful. Sorry, it may not be so easy. So try to sketch as much possible freehand, जितना हो सके in the different shapes. So this is step 2, which is making the ellipses and the lines you have to do. दिख रहा है? हाथ को चलाते रहो जब तक एक जगह पे परफेक्शन नहीं आ जाए. And see, always an ellipse or a circle is made from the shoulder part. Try to move this one rather than this. Is it clear? समझ में आया यहाँ तक? Siri, is it clear to you?
Yes.
काव्या? So it is very crucial. ये मत सोचना कि ये बहुत easy होने वाला है. Because what you have to do is maintain the major and the minor axis. Try to make the square and try to fit this ellipse into this. देखो क्या हो पा रहा है easily. Try it. Just now, if you can give it a try, then I will move through the third exercise for the understanding. And this is the elementary exercises I am sharing with you. Nothing advanced. I am just perceiving that you guys are the beginners. अभी सीख रहे हो, start कर रहे हो. Are you guys trying? Try कर रहे हो background में? If you want to share, please share on the camera.
Yes, sir, I'm trying.
Okay. So I think this is time to move our to our third exercise. So these three things you have to practice at your home. My screen is visible to all of you. So I will start also help you develop an organic shape. अब organic shape कैसे बनाते हैं? How would it look like an organic shape? So there are two ways. पहला तो if I make something very freehand, thing like this is organic, all right. But is it looking like an organic shape at this point, or it is looking like an amoeba or an egg, a broken egg? यहाँ पे कोई अंडा फूट गया है, something like this. See, it's an amoeba. It's more in amoeba form, free form. It is not looking like ginger or some organic shape. Why? Because some details are missing here. So first thing, the way we can try is start joining the curves. So these are certain lines which I will take.
Sir,
Yes.
uh, in the link only UCED material is there, sir.
We will be updating, na? So you have to come back. It's happening with the time. By the time you are done with one material, we will be posting new material. So now is it started looking like more like a organic form? It's more, resembling to ginger. ठीक है ना? Do you guys want to try it? So this is one way कि आपने पहले you make something like amoeba and then you develop the contour lines around it. This is one way of doing this thing. More organic. See? Siri, are you following? Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Are you sketching as well?
Yes, sir.
See, it's coming more organic, no? This is one way that you make an external outline first and then you join it through contour lines. And this will help you generate the characters. Suppose if I have to make a movement of a sack, बोरा जो होता है ना, देखो, and only if I add a shadow. So this will help you with the storyboarding part. जब story वाला part आता है ना, something like this. So can you see the movement of a sack here? This is the understanding of the organic form. But what is a more easier way of doing it? I will share with you. As I shared in past, always to any sketch, any line, any volume, we have a rib. That is a central axis line. And suppose from there we can grow some more frills or free lines. And then what we do is कि बाहर बाहर outer we try to develop some form which closes this organic form. See, ऐसे किया and then you can put some more details. Like suppose if you want to give curve, can always edit it. जैसे ये जो part है ना, which are close at the band, they will be no more closer here because it is a band, but much farther here, which was because it is an outer side. See, and from this I can make anything. This organic understanding, we can make anything. So suppose if I have to make a if I have to make something, let just give me a 10 minute. And I will also show you how we can combine this. एक और दिखाता हूँ. So now if I combine something like this, which is more organic, with something which is more geometric. And when we are sketching now these fundamentals, now if I make something like it's on to us that how we make it can become an entirely different thing from a combination of very two different things. So it was basically a combination of a cube and a sphere. But something it becomes like this, then eventually we can make some legs or something, and then it can be turned into a character.
So your
Which is
screen is not visible.
okay, my screen is not visible. Wait. Just give me a minute. Huh? Just give me a minute. Is it visible now? Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So see,
Yes.
I have combined here what I have done. I have combined a cube, which is more geometric, with something which is more organic. And then if I outline, you can see, and then I can, what I can do, if I squeeze it, so then it will become something else. But a character which is more, patla type, thin type. But again, I can do one more manipulation with it, same and same cube only, suppose. But if I make it something like this, more chubby, and then this is very helpful in making characters for the storyboarding part, or when something like this comes, when you have to make character or develop a situation. So combining these two shapes, what we are trying to understand here. So to sum up, I have shared two methods. First one, where I developed the form and then just making the contour lines. These are called contour lines, by the way. These lines, that fillers, these are called contour lines. Study about it, which gives something a more, feel of an organic form. So this one is a way. And the second way is, if I have to make the similar thing, I have to use the axis wala trick, where I can make a axis and then I can make it in a closer volume. And then along the axis, I can start developing the things. So this is A type, this is B type. Now, which one do you find it more, convenient? So new link has been shared with you in the chat for the classes. So for the upcoming classes, whatever is planned, you can join to our link, which has been provided in the chat, and we have more interesting topics planned in the future. Now again, but just a last question to all of you. Which one do you find it more convenient, the method A or the method B? Siri, are you there?
Yes, sir, the method A.
Method A. So what you have to do now is at least try 10, 20 different figures making out of this method, whatever you feel convenient. Priyanshi, Ankit, whatever you feel is convenient, you can adopt that method to develop the characters, whatever you like. So this was the basics about, um, organic and the geometric forms. And we can also combine the organic and the geometric, as I shared with you in the last slide, and make characters out of it. So if you guys are further interested, you can keep on coming to our classes. And I would say, please come, do share with your friends. We have an interactive sessions here, and it is always great to talk with you guys. And for any feedback or any comment, you can connect with us. I am sharing with you one more link. So sharing with you the screen. You can connect to us at live classes at the rate entrance360.com. From you here, you can post your queries. If you have something you want to know, you can connect here. All right. So that's all for the day. Hope you enjoyed it, and we meet next time. So it was easy. It was informative. Siri, how it was? Priyanshi, Ankit.
Great, sir.
Okay, perfect. So I think we should now take a leave at this point. It was great connecting with you guys. See you in our next session, which is on Tuesday, coming Tuesday.